Welcome back, viewers. In another embarrassment for Pakistan, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar was fact-checked by his own country's press after he quoted a piece of fake news during his address to the Senate. Dar praised his country's Air Force and quoted a page of the UK-based Daily Telegraph. Hours later, Pakistan newspaper The Dawn fact-checked Dar by clarifying that the report quoted by him was actually fake and was being circulated on social media. In his address, Dar had said, Telegraph writes Pakistan Air Force is the undisputed king of the skies. According to The Dawn, the content was investigated by its verified Pakistani team, which found discrepancies in the viral photo and concluded that the information was false. Now let's listen in what he has said.
तो 6 जेट फाइटर्स इंडिया के गिराए गए, एक यूएवी गिराया गया, वो उनको ऑब्वियसली हजम नहीं हुआ। उसके बाद डिप्लोमेटिक, और ये मैं नहीं कह रहा, ये टेलीग्राफ क्या लिखता है, पाकिस्तान एयरफोर्स इज अनडिस्प्यूटेड किंग ऑफ द स्काइज। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। अल्लाह ताला का बहुत शुक्र किया, गुरूर नहीं किया, तकब्बर नहीं किया, बड़ी स्टेटमेंट्स इन दी और अपने
Aditya Vadavan, my colleague, is joining me with more details. Aditya, now Ishaq Dar has been fact-checked by its own press. A while, in fact, he was quoting an article by the Telegraph, and now, in fact, the own press, The Dawn, has given a clarification against it. What are you picking up as far as these developments are concerned when Ishaq Dar has praised the IF pilots of Pakistan?
Well, Simran, if you see, the Pakistani establishment, now is in a completely denial mode because, they are not able to accept and digest the reality that the Pakistan Air Force military FO bases have been completely destroyed. As per some reports, about 20% of the air base infrastructure of the Pakistan has been destroyed in the Operation Sindoor by India. And now Pakistan's Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar, is giving false statements day by day, because his government, led by Shahbaz Sharif of the Pakistan's Muslim League, is not able to digest the fact that they have been completely overpowered, and now it is very embarrassing for Ishaq Dar, who happens to be the Foreign Minister of Pakistan, that his own media, Dawn, the Pakistani media, is fact-checking him and correcting him. And at this juncture, the entire Pakistani establishment is in a mess because a lot of damage has been caused. And as per some reports, due to the failure of the Chinese early airborne warning systems failed, the China has also given Pakistan a new set of airborne warning system, but all this at this juncture, Pakistan is in a deep mess and they are not ready to accept the reality. Yes, Sidhu.
Well, absolutely. In fact, Aditya, as this has come out, it's a big embarrassment for Pakistan by its own press fact-checking their own minister. Now, Professor Madhav Nalapat is joining me live on the broadcast. Sir, appreciate you joining me live this morning. Well, this is not surprising to be emerging from Pakistan, but at the same time, this is also a very big show of what are the sources of their reports, what are the sources of their statements, when their own media fact checks them on the kind of statements that they issue in the Senate. And this is indeed a huge embarrassment. What are your thoughts on this entire show of Pakistan that has embarrassed itself continuously?
Look, it's controlled by the ISPR. Pakistan media has become what Mad Magazine was. Those of us who recall Mad Magazine know it was a very crazy magazine, and Pakistan media has become like that. A much bigger danger is there, and that is that media in countries that are countering extremists like Pakistan and authoritarians like China, even in their media, they are being very skillfully targeted by sources who pretend to be anti-Pakistan, anti-China, and then who feed misinformation to unsuspecting Indian journalists, American journalists, European journalists. So they publish that misinformation, and a lot of that misinformation is designed to discredit news that appeared in these very publications. So we have to be very, very cautious. Not just for Pakistan media, we can frankly take it and use it and read it as comic relief. But we have to be very, very cautious in India as well, because frankly, there's an intense effort to cultivate influential sources in journalists working in influential publications. Those working in non-influential publications are ignored. Nobody cares about them. Nobody bothers about their stories. But in influential publications, to plant fake information about genuine stories, that genuine stories are fake, and thereby discredit large sections of Indian media that carry these genuine stories by basically describing them as fake. So I think, this war of misinformation and disinformation has several facets, and one of the dangerous facets, frankly, is the misuse by sources that pretend to be very anti-China, very anti-Pakistan, but which seek to discredit very good information that is coming in Indian media. So I think, that this we are quite capable of doing that. The government is capable of doing that, and I'm sure our media is overall very responsible, and they're also capable of doing that. And the meanwhile, there needs to be a warning issue that this kind of fake source may come and misuse you to plant information that basically damages the credibility of very influential media in India. So I think that's very, very crucial to know, and I'm very, very certain that this problem will also be tackled. It's been identified, it will be tackled, and I can assure you, as far as India-Pakistan is concerned, we won a comprehensive victory. Absolutely a comprehensive victory. There's no getting away from the fact.
All right, Professor Madhav Nalapad, thank you very much for being with us on the broadcast. Now, Suraksha Mantri Rajnath Singh has